वेरी गुड इवनिंग टू ऑल माय हिस्ट्री क्लास 11 ह्यूमैनिटीज़ स्टूडेंट्स। सो स्टूडेंट्स, आज के इस वीडियो में हम हिस्ट्री क्लास 11 के चैप्टर नंबर 1 राइटिंग एंड सिटी लाइफ एनसीईआरटी बुक के 150 एमसीक्यूज़ को कवर करेंगे हमारे हाफ ईयरली एग्जाम्स के लिए। सो स्टार्ट करते हैं बेटा।
150 MCQs, Writing and City Life Class 11 NCERT History, Chapter 1. Comprehensive multiple choice questions and answers based on the NCERT history curriculum. Q1. The name, Mesopotamia, is derived from which language? A. Greek. B. Latin. C. Sumerian. D. Akkadian. Answer. A. Q2. The Mesopotamian civilization flourished between which two rivers? A. Nile and Amazon. B. Tigris and Euphrates. C. Indus and Ganges. D. Yellow and Yangtze. Answer. B. Q3. The region of Mesopotamia is primarily part of which modern-day country? A. Iran. B. Syria. C. Republic of Iraq. D. Turkey. Answer. C. Q4. The word mesos in Greek means A. River. B. Middle. C. Land. D. Water. Answer. B. Q5. The word Potamos in Greek means A. Middle. B. Mountain. C. River. D. Sea. Answer. C. Q6. The first known language of Mesopotamia was A. Akkadian. B. Aramaic. C. Hebrew. D. Sumerian. Answer. D. Q7. Around 2400 BCE, Sumerian was replaced by which language? A. Aramaic. B. Akkadian. C. Greek. D. Arabic. Answer. B. Q8. The southern part of Mesopotamia was initially called A. Assyria. B. Sumer and Akkad. C. Babylonia. D. Mari. Answer. B. Q9. After 2000 BCE, the southern region of Mesopotamia became known as A. Babylonia. B. Assyria. C. Uruk. D. Nineveh. Answer. A. Q10. From 1100 BCE onwards, the northern region was known as A. Sumer. B. Akkad. C. Assyria. D. Ur. Answer. C. Q11. Aramaic entered Mesopotamia around A. 2400 BCE. B. 1400 BCE. C. 1000 BCE. D. 500 BCE. Answer. B. Q12. Aramaic is similar to which other language? A. Greek. B. Latin. C. Hebrew. D. Sanskrit. Answer. C. Q13. Archaeology in Mesopotamia began in the A. 1740s. B. 1840s. C. 1920s. D. 1950s. Answer. B. Q14. Two important early sites excavated for decades in Mesopotamia were A. Uruk and Mari. B. Harappa and Mohenjo-daro. C. Athens and Sparta. D. Rome and Carthage. Answer. A. Q15. The importance of Mesopotamian city life is famously reflected in the epic of A. Homer. B. Mahabharat. C. Gilgamesh. D. Beowulf. Answer. C. Q16. Agriculture began in Mesopotamia between A. 10,000 and 9,000 BCE. B. 7,000 and 6,000 BCE. C. 5,000 and 4,000 BCE. D. 3,000 and 2,000 BCE. Answer. B. Q17. In the north of Mesopotamia lies an undulating upland called A. Desert. B. Tundra. C. Steppe. D. Savanna. Answer. C. Q18. What was the main occupation of the people in the steppe region of Mesopotamia? A. Fishing. B. Mining. C. Animal herding. D. Weaving. Answer. C. Q19. Which river brings fine mud, silt to the southern floodplains? A. Nile. B. Tigris. C. Euphrates. D. Both B and C. Answer. D. Q20. The desert region of Mesopotamia is located in the A. North. B. South. C. East. D. West. Answer. B. Q21. The first cities in writing emerged in which part of Mesopotamia? A. Northern steppe. B. Eastern mountains. C. Southern desert. D. Western plains. Answer. C. Q22. Which rivers channels historically functioned as irrigation canals? A. Tigris. B. Euphrates. C. Jordan. D. Khabur. Answer B. Q23. The most profitable agriculture in the Roman Empire was often compared to that of A. Egypt. B. Southern Mesopotamia. C. Gaul. D. Greece. Answer B. Q24. Besides agricultural produce, what provided an abundant source of food in the rivers and marshes? A. Fish. B. Poultry. C. Cattle. D. Deer. Answer A. Q25. Bronze tools first appeared in Mesopotamia around A. 5000 BCE. B. 4000 BCE. C. 3000 BCE. D. 1000 BCE. Answer C. Q26. Bronze is an alloy composed of A. Iron and copper. B. Copper and tin. C. Gold and silver. D. Copper and zinc. Answer B. Q27. Urban centers are characterized by A. Only agriculture. B. Various economic activities. C. Nomadic lifestyle. D. Lack of trade. Answer B. Q28. A defining mark of urban life is A. Division of labor. B. Homogeneity of tasks. C. Absence of rules. D. Barter system only. Answer A. Q29. Mesopotamian cities lacked significant resources of A. Mud. B. Water. C. Mineral resources, stones, metals. D. Reeds. Answer C. Q30. Mesopotamians traded their abundant textiles and agricultural produce for A. Mud bricks. B. Wood, copper, tin, silver, and gold. C. Fish and grain. D. Pottery. Answer B. Q31. From where did Mesopotamians likely procure their stones, wood, and metals? A. Egypt and Nubia. B. Turkey and Iran, or across the Gulf. C. India and China. D. Europe. Answer B. Q32. Besides trade, what is essential for urban development? A. Mountains. B. Efficient transport. C. Dense forests. D. Isolation. Answer B. Q33. What was the cheapest mode of transport in ancient Mesopotamia? A. Bullock carts. B. Horse-drawn chariots. C. Water transport. D. Camel caravans. Answer C. Q34. Boats in Mesopotamia were naturally propelled by A. Steam. B. Wind and river current. C. Slaves. D. Animals walking on shores. Answer B. Q35. Which river acted as a world route for trade? A. Tigris. B. Nile. C. Euphrates. D. Indus. Answer C. Q36. The earliest Mesopotamian tablets date to around A. 4000 BCE. B. 3200 BCE. C. 2500 BCE. D. 1500 BCE. Answer B. Q37. Early Mesopotamian writing consisted of A. Alphabets and vowels. B. Picture-like signs and numbers. C. Complex sentences. D. Hieroglyphs. Answer B. Q38. Approximately how many distinct signs were found on the early lists from Uruk? A. 500. B. 1000. C. 5000. D. 10,000. Answer C. Q39. Writing began primarily because society needed to keep records of A. Poetry. B. Religious texts. C. Economic transactions. D. King's battles. Answer C. Q40. Mesopotamians wrote on tablets made of A. Stone. B. Papyrus. C. Wax. D. Clay. Answer D. Q41. The writing tool used by Mesopotamian scribes was A. Quill. B. Stylus. C. Brush. D. Chisel. Answer B. Q42. The stylus was typically made from A. Bronze. B. Bone. C. Reed. D. Wood. Answer C. Q43. The Mesopotamian script is known as A. Hieroglyphics. B. Cuneiform. C. Linear. B. D. Sanskrit. Answer B. Q44. The term cuneiform is derived from the Latin word cuneus, meaning A. Line. B. Wedge. C. Dot. D. Curve. Answer B. Q45. The Latin word former means A. Shape. B. Symbol. C. Letter. D. Sound. Answer A. Q46. By 2600 BCE, the standard shape of letters became A. Pictographic. B. Alphabetic. C. Cuneiform. D. Ideographic. Answer C. Q47. What was the language of the early cuneiform tablets? A. Sumerian. B. Akkadian. C. Babylonian. D. Assyrian. Answer A. Q48. Writing was used for all of the following except A. Keeping records. B. Making dictionaries. C. Giving legal validity to land transfers. D. Printing newspapers. Answer D. Q49. Clay tablets had to be written on while the clay was A. Dry. B. Moist. C. Baked. D. Painted. Answer B. Q50. Once a clay tablet dried, could a scribe add new signs to it? A. Yes, easily. B. Yes, by carving into the hard clay. C. No, it could not be modified. D. Yes, using paint. Answer C. Q51. How many Mesopotamian clay tablets have been recovered? A. A few dozen. B. Hundreds. C. Hundreds of thousands. D. Millions. Answer C. Q52. The primary reason so many tablets survive is because A. They were sacred. B. Every transaction required a separate tablet. C. They were hidden in caves. D. They were made of metal. Answer B. Q53. A cuneiform sign did not represent a single consonant or vowel, but rather A. Word. B. Syllable. C. Sentence. D. Paragraph. Answer B. Q54. A Mesopotamian scribe had to learn approximately how many signs? A. 26. B. 50. C. Hundreds. D. Thousands. Answer C. Q55. The literacy rate in ancient Mesopotamia was A. Very high. B. Around 50%. C. Very low. D. Restricted only to kings. Answer C. Q56. Reading and writing in Mesopotamia was considered A. Common skill. B. Skilled craft. C. Useless endeavor. D. Divine miracle. Answer B. Q57. Which ruler of Uruk is associated with the organization of the first trade according to epic poetry? A. Gilgamesh. B. Enmerkar. C. Sargon. D. Hammurabi. Answer B. Q58. Enmerkar wanted lapis lazuli and precious metals to beautify A. His palace. B. A city temple. C. His tomb. D. The city walls. Answer B. Q59. Enmerkar sent his messenger to the distant land of A. Dilmun. B. Magan. C. Arakta. D. Mela. Answer C. Q60. What problem did the messenger face with the oral message? A. He forgot the language. B. He got confused and mixed up the messages. C. He lost his voice. D. He was captured. Answer B. Q61. What did Enmerkar supposedly invent to solve the messenger's problem? A. The wheel. B. Writing on clay. C. Papyrus. D. Carrier pigeons. Answer B. Q62. The poem about Enmerkar suggests that writing was viewed as a sign of A. Divine anger. B. Superiority of Mesopotamian urban culture. C. Weak memory. D. Magic. Answer B. Q63. The earliest cities in southern Mesopotamia began to emerge around A. 7000 BCE. B. 5000 BCE. C. 3000 BCE. D. 1000 BCE. Answer B. Q64. The earliest known Mesopotamian temple was a small shrine made of A. Stone blocks. B. Marble. C. Unbaked bricks. D. Wood. Answer C. Q65. Temples in Mesopotamia were considered the residences of A. Kings. B. Various gods. C. Scribes. D. Wealthy merchants. Answer B. Q66. The moon god of Ur was known as A. Enlil. B. Nanna. C. Anu. D. Marduk. Answer B. Q67. Inanna was the Mesopotamian goddess of A. Agriculture. B. Love and war. C. Wisdom. D. The underworld. Answer B. Q68. Over time, temples grew larger and eventually resembled A. Ziggurats. B. Palaces. C. Simple huts. D. Fortresses. Answer B. Q69. Common offerings to the gods in temples included A. Gold coins only. B. Grain, curd, and fish. C. Silk. D. Human sacrifices. Answer B. Q70. Who was considered the theoretical owner of the agricultural fields, fisheries, and herds of the local community? A. The king. B. The god. C. The high priest. D. The council of elders. Answer B. Q71. Which institution became the main employer and organizer of production in the early city? A. The palace. B. The temple. C. The army. D. The merchant guild. Answer B. Q72. A major cause of repeated conflict among early Mesopotamian villages was control over A. Trade routes. B. Land and water resources. C. Religious supremacy. D. Access to forests. Answer B. Q73. Successful chiefs in these early wars would typically A. Retire to farming. B. Loot enemies and distribute the booty to followers. C. Burn the conquered villagers. D. Free all slaves. Answer B. Q74. Victorious chiefs also offered a significant portion of their precious booty to A. The gods. B. The peasants. C. Neighboring kings. D. Nomads. Answer A. Q75. Kingship in Mesopotamia merged the roles of war leadership and A. Trade monopoly. B. Temple building and organization. C. Agricultural labor. D. Shipbuilding. Answer B. Q76. Around 3000 BCE, Arak grew to a massive urban extent of A. 50 hectares. B. 100 hectares. C. 250 hectares. D. 500 hectares. Answer C. Q77. The 250 hectare extent of Arak made it twice as large as which later famous ancient city? A. Athens. B. Mohenjo-daro. C. Rome. D. Babylon. Answer B. Q78. The city of Arak was continuously occupied from approximately A. 4200 BCE to 400 CE. B. 3000 BCE to 1000 BCE. C. 2000 BCE to OCE. D. 5000 BCE to 2000 BCE. Answer A. Q79. Did the city of Arak have a defensive wall? A. No. It was open. B. Yes. Built at an early date. C. Only around the temple. D. Only in its final years. Answer B. Q80. War captives and local people were forced to work for the temple or the ruler and were paid primarily in A. Silver coins. B. Gold. C. Rations, grain, oil, cloth. D. Land. Answer C. Q81. Hundreds of lists have been found detailing rations given to workers. This demonstrates A. Sophisticated bureaucratic administration. B. High wealth of commoners. C. A barter-less society. D. Poor record keeping. Answer A. Q82. It is estimated that building a single early temple took 1500 men working 10 hours a day for A. 1 year. B. 5 years. C. 10 years. D. 20 years. Answer B. Q83. Bronze tools became essential for various crafts, including A. Carving stone cylinder seals. B. Making clay tablets. C. Weaving cloth. D. Harvesting grain. Answer A. Q84. By the 3rd millennium BCE, what type of family structure was the norm in Mesopotamian society? A. Extended family. B. Joint family. C. Nuclear family. D. Matriarchal family. Answer C. Q85. In a Mesopotamian family, who typically inherited the father's house, herds, and fields? A. The eldest daughter. B. The sons. C. The wife. D. The local temple. Answer B. Q86. Upon marriage, a gift was traditionally given by A. The bride to the groom. B. The groom's people to the bride's family. C. The temple to the couple. D. The king to the couple. Answer B. Q87. The bride's family gave her a share of inheritance in the form of A. Dowry. B. Land grant. C. Herd of cattle. D. Temple title. Answer A. Q88. The city of Ur was systematically excavated in The A. 1890s. B. 1930s. C. 1950s. D. 1970s. Answer B. Q89. The streets of the city of Ur can best be described as A. Wide and straight. B. Arranged in a grid pattern. C. Narrow and winding. D. Paved with large stones. Answer C. Q90. Due to the narrow streets in Ur, goods were primarily transported to houses using A. Wheeled carts. B. Elephants. C. Donkeys. D. Boats. Answer C. Q91. Archaeological evidence suggests that town planning in Ur was A. Highly advanced. B. Strictly enforced. C. Largely absent. D. Designed by the king. Answer C. Q92. Where was the drainage system, drains and clay pipes, found in the houses of Ur? A. Along the main streets. B. Outside the city walls. C. Inside the inner courtyards of the houses. D. On the roofs. Answer C. Q93. In Ur, rainwater was channeled via clay pipes into A. Public baths. B. The river. C. Sumps in the inner courtyards. D. City reservoirs. Answer C. Q94. How did the residents of Ur dispose of their household sweepings and rubbish? A. Burned it in courtyards. B. Swept it out into the streets. C. Buried it outside the city. D. Used it for fertilizer. Answer B. Q95. What was a direct consequence of sweeping rubbish into the streets over time? A. Street levels rose. B. The city became disease-free. C. Carts could travel easier. D. The city was abandoned. Answer A. Q96. In Mesopotamian houses, light generally came into the rooms from A. Large street-facing windows. B. Skylights. C. Doors opening into the inner courtyard. D. Glass windows. Answer C. Q97. According to Mesopotamian omens, a raised threshold in a house brought A. Poverty. B. Disease. C. Wealth. D. Bad luck. Answer C. Q98. According to omens, a front door that did not open towards another house brought A. Good luck. B. Sorrow. C. War. D. Floods. Answer A. Q99. If the main wooden door of a house opened outwards, instead of inwards, it was believed that A. The husband would become rich. B. The wife would be a torment to her husband. C. The house would catch fire. D. The gods would bless the family. Answer B. Q100. Where were individuals buried in Ur? A. Only in the town cemetery. B. Exclusively under house floors. C. Both in the cemetery and sometimes under house floors. D. Cremated and scattered in the river. Answer C. Q101. Which city flourished as a major royal capital after 2000 BCE? A. Arak. B. Ur. C. Mari. D. Araidu. Answer C. Q102. The city of Mari was located upstream on the river A. Tigris. B. Euphrates. C. Khabur. D. Jordan. Answer B. Q103. The landscape around Mari was well suited for A. Deep sea fishing. B. Dense forest logging. C. Agriculture and animal rearing. D. Extensive mining. Answer C. Q104. A very significant part of the economy in the Mari region was A. Iron smelting. B. Glass making. C. Animal herding, pastoralism. D. Silk weaving. Answer C. Q105. Nomadic communities from the western desert often filtered into The A. Prosperous agricultural heartland. B. Eastern mountains. C. Southern swamps. D. Northern tundra. Answer A. Q106. Herders bringing animals to exchange for grain or metal tools often clashed with A. Scribes. B. Fishermen. C. Settled agricultural farmers. D. Kings. Answer C. Q 107. The kings of Mari were primarily of which ethnic origin? A. Sumerian. B. Amorite. C. Kassite. D. Elamite. Answer B. Q 108. The Amorite kings of Mari raised a temple for the god. A. Enlil. B. Dagan. C. Marduk. D. Ashur. Answer B. Q 109. Society in Mari was known to be A. Highly isolated. B. Open to different cultures and peoples. C. Strictly hierarchical with no mobility. D. Entirely nomadic. Answer B. Q 110. King Zimrilim's palace at Mari was a massive structure containing approximately how many rooms? A. 50. B. 100. C. 260. D. 500. Answer C. Q 111. The palace at Mari was renowned for its beautiful A. Wall paintings, frescoes. B. Glass windows. C. Marble statues. D. Gold roofs. Answer A. Q 112. The kingdom of Mari derived its prime wealth from A. Conquests. B. Gold mining. C. Trade along the Euphrates. D. Slave trading. Answer C. Q 113. Goods such as wood, copper, tin, oil, and wine were transported past Mari in A. Chariots. B. Caravans of camels. C. Boats along the Euphrates. D. Hand-drawn carts. Answer C. Q 114. Officials in Mari collected a transit tax on passing cargo boats. What was the typical tax rate? A. 1% of the value. B. 5% of the value. C. 10% of the value. D. 20% of the value. Answer C. Q 115. A very important strategic mineral transported through Mari was A. Iron. B. Coal. C. Tin. D. Salt. Answer C. Q 116. Although militarily not the strongest, the kingdom of Mari was exceptionally A. Prosperous. B. Religious. C. Poor. D. Isolated. Answer A. Q 117. What is considered the greatest legacy of Mesopotamia to the world? A. The invention of the wheel. B. Iron weapons. C. Scholarly tradition of mathematics and time reckoning. D. Architecture. Answer C. Q 118. Mesopotamian mathematical tablets feature tables for A. Calculus and trigonometry. B. Multiplication and division. C. Geometry only. D. Algebra only. Answer B. Q 119. Mesopotamian students solve problems calculating the square root of A. 2. B. 5. C. 10. D. 100. Answer A. Q 120. The Mesopotamian division of the year into 12 months was based on the revolution of The A. Earth around the sun. B. Moon around the earth. C. Planets. D. Stars. Answer B. Q 121. The Mesopotamians divided the month into A. 3 weeks. B. 4 weeks. C. 5 weeks. D. 6 weeks. Answer B. Q 122. According to Mesopotamian time reckoning, a day is divided into A. 12 hours. B. 20 hours. C. 24 hours. D. 30 hours. Answer C. Q 123. An hour was divided into how many minutes by the Mesopotamians? A. 50. B. 60. C. 100. D. 120. Answer B. Q 124. This BASE 60 system of time was later adopted by the successors of A. Julius Caesar. B. Alexander the Great. C. Genghis Khan. D. Cyrus the Great. Answer B. Q 125. From the Greco-Roman world, the time reckoning system was transmitted to The A. Islamic world and then Europe. B. Chinese Empire. C. Indian subcontinent only. D. Americas. Answer A. Q 126. Mesopotamians carefully observed and recorded the occurrences of A. Comets only. B. Solar and lunar eclipses. C. Supernovas. D. Earthquakes. Answer B. Q 127. Which Assyrian king is famous for collecting a massive library at his capital? A. Sargon. B. Hammurabi. C. Ashurbanipal. D. Sennacherib. Answer. C. Q128. Ashurbanipal's great library was located in the city of A. Babylon. B. Nineveh. C. Ashur. D. Arak. Answer. B. Q129. Approximately how many clay tablets were found in Ashurbanipal's library? A. 1000. B. 10,000. C. 30,000. D. 100,000. Answer. C. Q130. Which king released Babylonia from Assyrian domination in 625 BCE? A. Nebuchadnezzar. B. Nabopolassar. C. Nabonidus. D. Cyrus. Answer. B. Q131. Which king is renowned for his extensive building projects in Babylon, making it a premier city? A. Ashurbanipal. B. Nabopolassar. C. Nebuchadnezzar. D. Hammurabi. Answer. C. Q132. The last independent king of Babylon was A. Nebuchadnezzar. B. Belshazzar. C. Nabonidus. D. Darius. Answer. C. Q133. Nabonidus appointed his daughter to be A. General of the army. B. Priestess of the moon god. C. Chief scribe. D. Queen of neighboring lands. Answer. B. Q134. Cuneiform script was fully deciphered by scholars in the A. 1750s. B. 1850s. C. 1900s. D. 1950s. Answer. B. Q135. A major hallmark of Mesopotamian art and administration was the use of A. Cylinder seals. B. Papyrus scrolls. C. Coinage. D. Silk paintings. Answer. A. Q136. Cylinder seals were primarily made out of A. Wood. B. Bronze. C. Stone. D. Glass. Answer. C. Q137. When rolled over wet clay, a cylinder seal created a continuous picture or scene. B. Single letter. C. Whole. D. Mathematical formula. Answer. A. Q138. Cylinder seals were often used to A. Decorate walls. B. Seal and authenticate trade packages and documents. C. Stamp coins. D. Paint faces. Answer. B. Q139. The development of writing in Mesopotamia is intrinsically linked to the growth of A. Agriculture. B. Cities and trade. C. Religion only. D. Warfare. Answer. B. Q140. By 331 BCE, Babylon was conquered by A. The Romans. B. The Egyptians. C. Alexander the Great. D. The Mongols. Answer. C. Q141. What material did the scribes use to press wedge shapes into the clay? A. The slanted edge of a reed stylus. B. A sharp metal needle. C. A carved wooden block. D. A piece of bone. Answer. A. Q142. The Epic of Gilgamesh was written on how many clay tablets? A. 5. B. 12. C. 20. D. 50. Answer. B. Q143. According to the epic, who was Gilgamesh's great friend whose death drove him to seek immortality? A. Enkidu. B. Utnapishtim. C. Humbaba. D. Enmerkar. Answer. A. Q144. Failing to find immortality, Gilgamesh returned to Uruk and took pride in A. His wealth. B. The strong city walls he had built. C. His army. D. His large family. Answer. B. Q145. An ancient dictionary found in Mesopotamia might list words pertaining to A. Only gods. B. Botany, zoology, and geography. C. Only stars. D. Only kings. Answer. B. Q146. What was the primary building material for Mesopotamian city structures? A. Cut stone. B. Timber. C. Mud bricks, baked and unbaked. D. Marble. Answer. C. Q147. The region of Mesopotamia occupies the land between the Euphrates and Tigris rivers, flowing into the A. Red Sea. B. Mediterranean Sea. C. Persian Gulf. D. Black Sea. Answer. C. Q148. What form of literature often praised kings and their glorious deeds in Mesopotamia? A. Haiku. B. Epic poetry. C. Tragic plays. D. Sonnets. Answer B. Q149. The early Mesopotamian script evolved from pictures to phonetic symbols to convey A. Complex abstract ideas and grammar. B. Only numbers. C. Only names. D. Only trade goods. Answer A. Q150. The transition from Sumerian to Akkadian language as the dominant spoken tongue occurred without A. Any written records. B. Changing the cuneiform script itself. C. Any resistance from the gods. D. Trade disruption. Answer B.